Well, hey everyone. Today is December the 2nd. It is Monday this morning, and I have 7 items going out that we're going to package together. And I had 2 on Friday, the 29th, that I'm just going to talk about. We had company in town, so I did not get those shipped out on a video, but I will talk about those. So we're just going to jump to it. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And yeah, I had 2 Poshmark sales early this morning. I actually woke up to offers, which I'm pretty happy about. Let's talk about this one first. Actually, you know what? I need to clear this off. So let's just talk about my eBay items going out. Sorry. I've been out working in my garage the last few evenings just to try. I have to go to the booth tomorrow, and yeah, I needed to get all my Christmas stuff to the booth. So that's what I've been working on. Okay, so these sold. I wish I would have been more organized for you, but I'm not, and I cannot. There we go. Okay, this first item sold Saturday, November the 30th. So it sold over the weekend, and you guys have seen a lot of underwear go out, and this is just another pair. These are men's Goodfellow Comfort Fit Boxer Briefs, 2 pair, tag free. They're size medium. I got these October the 3rd for $2 was my cost of goods, and I sold them for $7.99. So my net profit is only $4.33, but my net profit usually on the underwear is anywhere from $4 to $6. So I'm okay with that. They've been really good, fast, like flippers. So I am just okay with that. And like most items, I try and bag them just to keep them, safe. And then I'm gonna put it in this poly. I have one of my bins back here. I think it's that one up there. Is my bin of underwear that I get at the pallet place, and it is about half full now. I have sold quite a bit, and it's ready to go out. So there's the first one. Then next, okay, that one, I said it was a Saturday sale, but it was actually a Sunday sale. My Saturday was this H&M. If you've watched some of my hauls, this was in a haul video. I got this September the 8th for $6.10. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. It's an H&M dress, and H&M, the dresses can perform pretty well. And it was a midi dress, long sleeve. It's just a really gorgeous dress. And so I decided to buy it. I could fit in it, but it just wasn't, I just was like, where am I going to wear it to? So most of the time, you guys see what I look like most of the time, actually. So I'm at home. I'm a full-time hospice on-call nurse, so that means I cover the nights and weekends. So when I am home during the day, what you see is normally what you get. So I am going to fit this in this Ziploc. Yeah, I figured I could. So so I got this for $6.10. I sold it for $26. My net profit was $15.83. So I'm happy with that. The other dress I got that same day, it was also an H&M, and it sold really quick. So they're both out the door now, and I'm happy. Something I got the label on this, so I just got to be careful. I don't want to ever, risk someone's personal info. So it did fit in a 10 by 13. So something I did yesterday morning was I started having sales in my eBay store starting yesterday, actually. So I am having, right now, I'm having a 25% off. There are just a couple items that are exceptions. My husband's paintings, and I have a few items listed for a friend. And so I excluded those items out of the sale, but most everything right now is 25% off. And then I continued that to where, you know, it ends this Friday, and then this Saturday starts a 35% off sale. And then that next week starts a 50% off sale. And then the week of Christmas starts a 75% off sale. I just thought I needed to really work on getting rid of a lot of old inventory. So as each week, as the sale percentage increases, I did start excluding some of the newer items. And so that last week of December, the 75% off sale, it has most items are all older inventory. I really want to try to see if I can clear out some old inventory and just make my money back at this point on it. So I don't know, it's something different. In the past, I had a 50% off all inventory sale the first weekend in December, and I just decided to do it different this year. So that's kind of where we're at. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully we will see some sales come through. Like this one was on that sale. This is actually kind of a newer, like the 25% off is mostly all of my inventory right now, except for a few pieces. And so this was a Purple Label Yoga Healing Hands Red Scrub Top. It's a size medium. It's a woman's, and it was on the sale for $9.89 is what it sold for. I bought this at the Goodwill here where I live, and I got it. It was on like a 75% off day. So my Goodwill here, they don't have a $1 day or a 99-cent day or a bag day. Man, I wish. Like some of you guys, I watched some videos and their Goodwills have like a $1 day. Mine never does that. But they, you know, they have the color of the week, and it increases based off of, you know, how many days it's been on the floor or whatever. So yeah, that's what mine does. So I think it was the 75% off. And so I purchased this for $1.18, and my net profit ended up being $7.35. So I have another one of these. I was like, man, I wish she would have bought the second one. That would have been awesome. Just to get them both out of my life. And then my last eBay item going out from the weekend, I had a lot of watchers on this, a lot. I got this at the Goodwill Outlet with my sister in Kansas City. The brand is Vintage Blue. It's a vintage, you can tell that it was vintage by this secondary tag. And it's just this Western elastic waist skirt. It's pretty short. I showed this on a haul, and it reminds me of like a square dancer's skirt. I remember we were talking about that on that haul specifically. I had so many clicks on this item. And I got a few messages on it on my Facebook, actually. I thought it was gonna sell over there, but it just didn't. But you know how if you sell on Facebook, they will like send you like, you've had 119 clicks or whatever. They send you little updates. And it had a lot of attention on all my platforms, really. And I was like, man, It's got to sell sometime. It's getting a lot of attention. So anyway, finally sold. So my cost of goods was 92 cents. I sold this on an offer actually for $19. I think I listed it for $25. And my net profit was $15.77. I am, you know, really starting to see pickups from that Goodwill Outlet haul. I've had quite a few sales already. So thank goodness, it's going. So yeah. I did have a Mercari sale, and I'm going to have to try and package this. This is one of those items that I was just really glad to, I'm glad to see it go. But I do like picking these up. They can perform well. And here's the little stainless steel stand, and it's some fondue forks. These will, anytime I have some fondue forks listed, they end up selling. They do. Now, they don't sell for very much at all. So, you know, I got, this sold Sunday the 1st. I bought these September 23rd, and my cost of goods was $2. And I took an offer on Mercari for $13.50, which isn't much. I think I only have these listed for $15 though. You're not going to make a ton on these things. So, but they will sell. You know, they're mid-century. They were in really great shape. They'll eventually sell. It's just, you're not going to make a ton on them. So, and really when I pick them up, it's more about, like, for me, it's like, I don't want to see these go to the landfill. They're so cute. So, yeah. So my net profit ended up being only $5.41. I was glad they sold on Mercari, because since Mercari seller fees, since you don't have seller fees on Mercari, I was glad about that. So I just kind of patted them. I'm gonna try to get them in this box. Maybe I patted it too much at this point. I tested this out before I bought the label. So yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry. Crinkle, crinkle. So I'm putting them in this recycled box. And then I'm going to tape them. Okay, and then I'm gonna do what's called a box in a bag. So sometimes this can save you on shipping. I feel like the Postal Service is kind of catching on. I mean, that's how I feel, because sometimes the shipping can be just as much. But when people, like, if you ever have someone ask you, like, can you do box in a bag? This is what they mean. And they're trying to save on their shipping is what they're trying to do. So you put your item in a box, and it really is to protect the item. And then you squeeze it into this bag. I think it would have cost just as much. Like, I think this isn't saving me any money on this item. I just want it to, I just really am doing it because that box is a recycled box, and I just want it to be a little more aesthetically pleasing when they receive the item. So that might be a little weird for you guys, but that's just how my brain works. And I just want it to show up and, you know, be nice. So that's why I'm doing it. Of course. Okay. Have my little trash pile sitting up here. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. It's a box and a bag. And I think I told you my net profit, $541. I'm okay with that. I'm just ready for it to go. I actually need to make room in my all these bins over here. Let me see, you can see all those bins. Some of them are closed, like I have the underwear bin. And then at the very bottom, you can see like my pile of stuff on this table behind me. But at the very bottom is some vintage clothes. But my hard goods bins are pretty full. And I've been cleaning kind of one out as I've sold some hard goods lately. You guys have seen some glassware sell. And yeah, I have sold some hard goods lately, but I need to definitely make some more room. So, okay. And then that was this weekend. So my week last week was really slow. I only had 15 sales total, which my net profit ended up being only $179.05. I worked last week. It was my 7-day stretch on. So I was working every night, and, you know, last weekend I worked. So it's okay. Even though I still feel like I was putting in the work, I was posting items. I still I only got 15 sales. So I know other resellers did very well through the holiday weekend. I just didn't. So, you know, I'm not going to complain on the sales that I did have those. So I still feel very blessed, even though my net profit was $179. So that makes my student loan payment, I'm going to pay for this last week, $35.81. You guys know that I am trying to pay off my student loans, and I'm trying to be consistent at doing that. So in the month of November, I will have paid extra $194.88 towards my student loans. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I woke up to those Poshmark offers this morning. So I'm going to show you, since they're offers, they cannot cancel the order. So that means I can get them shipped out. That's the whole thing. I know we've talked about that before with Poshmark. Okay, so both of these items came from the Goodwill Outlet. So my cost of goods on these items were only 92 cents. I was a little surprised that the other resellers at the bins did not pick these up. This first item is this Fjallraven. I believe this is the Cancun Classic Backpack. It's kind of this grayish, bluish. It's more gray than anything. It's their like original backpack. So the comps are kind of all over the place. If this would have been brand new, it would have done much better than it did. I actually posted it a little bit high compared to what others had pre-owned items at. I believe I put it at $25. Resale value on this brand, my opinion is it's falling unless you have a new item. It does not resell like it used to. And so I got an offer this morning for $19 on Poshmark. And what I did was, if you're not sure whether you want to take an offer or not, just go and run comps again. So I went to eBay then, because I run most of my comps. I feel like comps are more accurate on eBay. And so I run my comps on eBay. And so I went to eBay. I searched for this backpack. And for a used backpack like this, it was anywhere from $9 up to $20. And so I felt like, you know, I knew my cost of goods. I only had 92 cents in this. So why hold on to it at this point when I can make my money back plus some, and the comps, you know, are right around where they offered. Sometimes you have to readjust your prices based off of what the comps now. You can post something that's comping really high, but in 6 months, it might not be comping high anymore. But I knew I had listed this kind of at the top when I listed it. And it, you know, it's not brand new. There's a little bit of wear to it just from normal use. And so since it's Poshmark, it's going to go out in this priority mail box, which is, I don't know how you guys, sometimes they're numbered or whatever, but this just says the 1095 July 2022. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it, but it's kind of this skinnier rectangle box, and it fit perfectly. I just wrapped it up and put it in there. So yeah, fits perfectly. And I even have these priority stickers, because these boxes, sometimes I don't feel like they seal very good initially. So it's just gonna go out in this nice little box. You can get all these boxes for free on USPS. Sometimes when when I go to the post office, I'll just grab a couple extra if I know I'm running low, if they have them in stock. So, okay. And so my net profit on that ended up being $12.68. And then this was the amazing sale. I mean, it's not amazing, but it was a good one. I knew what this was whenever I knew this was a Patricia Nash when I saw it at the bins. No one was picking it up, which really shocked me. I just could tell Patricia Nash kind of has its own look. And then I saw it had a Patricia Nash little, this just is like an anniversary tag. Very, very pretty. The inside is like a velour, good condition. You could tell someone had spilled something in it, and I was very open, and I stated that in my description. I'm just trying to shake out little extra fuzzies and stuff. So I posted this for $59. It does have wear at the bottoms. Every corner has some wear noted. And so I was trying to be fair on my pricing. I didn't want to price it way up because I want it to sell, you know? And this is the number 7, the large mailing box. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff it in here. There we go. I'm gonna get another one of these and put it on the top. Put a little sticker. I have a little thank you card. There we go. right, so there's this. And my cost of goods, like I said, was 92 cents. I sold it for 50. And so that made my net profit $39.08, which I am stoked about. Anytime you can get a cost of goods below $1 and, you know, your net profit is in the 30s, I mean, that's ultimate hashtag goals, right? Like that would be an amazing goal to have on every single order. And I know a lot of resellers, that's kind of where they function. They want all of their average sell prices to be in the 30s to 40s so their net profit can be, you know, 25 plus. And so, yeah, that's a great goal to have. Anytime I sell an item like that, I feel very blessed that I found that item, because sometimes I feel like, depending on where you're at in your limited amount of time to source in certain, you know, certain places, you know, some of us are a little more limited than others. So, hey, I'll take what I can find. So, yeah, those two sales were going out from this morning. So I've already had 2 sales on Monday, December the 2nd. And yeah, so hopefully this week starts off great for you guys, and have a great week. I'm glad Thanksgiving's behind us now and on to Christmas, and let's have a good December. I'll see you later.